All right, number 13. Let's see, we can distribute exponents to get 2 to the third y to the 12th over 2x y to the negative 2. And it says make all exponents positive. So let's move this across the fraction bar. It's going to give me, I'm going to write 2 to the third as 8. So I'll have 8 y to the 12th, y to the second now in the numerator over 2x. Simplify the numerator. Okay, so I can simplify here. I can rewrite this as 8y to the 14th over 2x. The denominator I cannot simplify. If a base appears in the numerator and the denominator, simplify. Okay, no, we have a y in the numerator and x in the denominator. So the only other thing we have to do is simplify coefficients like regular fractions. So 8 over 2 would simplify to 4 over 1. And in the final answer, we just wouldn't include, we don't write 1x, we just write x. Okay, number 14, we can distribute exponents. So we'll have 2 to the negative 2, because this is really 2 to the first. So we multiply. A to the negative 6 over a to the negative 1, b to the negative 2, times a to the 0 is just 1. Anytime I see something to the 0 power, that's just times 1. So times 1 times b to the third. Okay. Make all exponents positive. Okay, so these we need to move across the fraction bar. So in the numerator, I'm going to have a to the first, b to the second. In the denominator, I'm going to have 2 to the second, a to the sixth, and then these things are still there. I'm not going to write 1 because anything times 1 is just going to stay the same. Times b to the third is going to stay in the denominator. Okay, can I simplify the numerator? No, we're good there. Can I simplify the denominator? No. I do have a's in the numerator and denominator, so I'll rewrite. Okay, there's 6 more a's in the denominator. Oh, sorry, there's 6 in the denominator, 1 in the numerator. There's 5 more in the denominator. So we're going to have a to the 5th in the denominator. For the b's, there's 1 more in the denominator, so we'll have b to the first. 2 to the second, that's just going to be 4. And so the only thing left in the numerator is 1 as a placeholder. And of course, in our final answer, we can just write b instead of b to the first. Okay, 15, distribute exponents. So we can do that in the denominator. The numerator will stay the same. The denominator will have a to the sixth, negative 3 times negative 2, and then b to the, 0 times negative 2 is just going to be 0. So since b to the 0 is equal to 1, we can actually just say times 1. All right, make all exponents positive, so we can move these ones across the fraction bar. So in the numerator, we'll just have b to the third. In the denominator, we'll have a to the positive 4, b to the first, and then the a to the sixth is still going to be there. And the times 1, we don't need to write because anything times 1 is just going to stay the same. So then we can check, simplify the numerator. Nope, nothing to do there. simplify the denominator. We can multiply these together. So the numerator will be to the third. The denominator will be a to the 10th, b to the first. Okay. Let's just kind of separate these out. And then to finish off the problem, b appears in the numerator and denominator. So there's b to the third in the numerator, b to the first in the denominator. The power is 2 higher in the numerator. So b to the second will be in the numerator. And there's no coefficients to simplify. So that's the final answer. Okay, 16. So let's see, distribute any exponents. Yes, we can do that in the denominator. So 2y over, I think it's helpful to write these are all to the first power. So we'll have 2 to the third, x to the third, y to the third, x to the 9th, y to the 0. Oh, y to the 0? That's just 1. All right. Simplify the numerator, nothing to simplify there. Simplify the denominator. Let's see. We can multiply x to the third times x to the 9th to get x to the 12th. So we'll have 2y over 2 to the third is 8, x to the 12th, y to the third times 1. I don't really need to include that. Let's see. If a base appears in the numerator and denominator, we need to simplify. Okay, so we have y to the first and y to the third. The power is 2 higher in the denominator. So after we sort of cancel out, we're going to have a y to the second in the denominator from this. X to the 12th will stay put. And then it says simplify coefficients like regular fractions. So the coefficients are 2 and 8. This would simplify to 1 over 4. So the final answer is 1 over 4x to the 12th, y to the second.